Salem is never short on drama, but this week, the stakes are higher than ever. A fan favorite is saying goodbye, and a bullet is about to change everything. Buckle up, Days fans, because we're breaking down the explosive exit of Ava Vitali and the chilling mystery behind E.J. DiMera's shooting. Tamara Braun, the Emmy-winning actress known for bringing intensity and vulnerability to the role of Ava Vitali, has officially confirmed her departure from Days of Our Lives. And no, this isn't a twist from the writer's room or a fake out for ratings. It's real, it's happening, and it's happening now. In an emotional Instagram post, Tamara delivered the news directly to her fans, writing, quote, "I wish this was an April Fool's joke, but it's not." And with that, the countdown began. Ava's final appearance airs on April 3rd. Now, that date isn't just significant because it marks the end of Ava's latest run in Salem, it also happens to be the same day E.J. DiMera gets shot. A coincidence? Or part of a carefully planned exit that will keep fans guessing long after the credits roll? Tamara revealed that she actually wrapped filming way back in July of last year, due to the show's production schedule being months ahead. So while fans have continued seeing Ava on screen, in reality, she's been gone from the set for quite some time. In her farewell message, Tamara reflected on her time with the cast, describing the Days team as a really kind, caring group of people, and admitting that being around them was a joy. That warmth and sincerity behind the scenes has clearly carried over into the work we've seen on screen, because Ava has been nothing short of unforgettable. Let's not forget, Ava Vitali has always been one of Salem's most complex women. She's been a villain, a victim, a mother, a lover, and a survivor. Her storylines have brought danger, heartbreak, and a whole lot of unpredictability to Days of Our Lives. And now, she's walking away. Or is she? Because in Salem, exits are rarely permanent. Graves get reopened. Goodbyes often turn into see you laters. And no matter how final something may seem, we've all learned that no one's ever truly gone. So as Ava prepares to take her last bow, for now, one thing's for certain. Her story is ending with a bang. Literally. Let's dig into the details, because Ava's departure isn't your typical Salem send-off. There's no tearful ride-off into the sunset. No peaceful goodbye. Instead, we're getting a mystery and a weapon. In the latest preview clips, Ava is seen disposing of a gun, tossing it away like she's trying to bury the past, or maybe hide a crime. This isn't just any gun. It could be the very one Melinda Trask gave her, a detail that's raised eyebrows among fans. Melinda doesn't hand out firearms for fun. She's calculated, she's dangerous, and she clearly had a reason for putting a weapon in Ava's hands. The question is, what was that reason? Was Ava being used? Was she being armed? Or framed? Now add this into the mix. April 3rd, Ava's last appearance, also happens to be the episode where E.J. DiMera is shot. The very same day. Let that sink in. That's no ordinary overlap. That's a setup. Or a misdirection. Because Ava and E.J. have been on a collision course for months. She's been pulled deeper into the shadows of Salem's underworld, linked to figures like Clyde Weston and pressured by people like Trask. Every move she's made recently has felt like a chess piece in someone else's game. And if there's one thing we know about Ava Vitali, she doesn't like being used. So was this her way out? One last desperate act before leaving town? Or has Ava been caught in a trap from the very beginning? When she discards that gun, it's not just symbolic. It's evidence. The kind police will chase. The kind fans will freeze frame. And the kind that turns a goodbye into a full-blown whodunit. Let's remember, Ava's capable of a lot. But she's also a survivor. If she pulled that trigger, it was for a reason. And if she didn't, someone clearly wanted to make it look like she did. With her exit aligning perfectly with E.J.'s shooting, Ava leaves Salem under a storm cloud of suspicion. And that's exactly the kind of ending that keeps the door wide open for a comeback, or a twist reveal, down the line. Because this isn't just the end of Ava's arc. It might be the beginning of a murder investigation. And the woman with the most to lose may have already vanished. EJ DiMera has always had enemies. But on April 3rd, one of them takes a shot, literally. The episode confirms that EJ is wounded in a shooting, and the fallout promises to be explosive. Ava Vitali is front and center as a suspect, but this is far from an open and shut case. The weapon? Hand-delivered to her by none other than Melinda Trask. That alone raises serious questions. What exactly was Melinda's goal? Was she setting Ava up? Pushing her to act? Or simply putting a dangerous piece on the board to see how things play out? It's just as likely Ava didn't pull the trigger at all. Maybe she was in the wrong place, wrong time, and ended up holding a gun she didn't fire. A setup? A frame job? Could be. And let's not forget the broader suspect pool. Gabby has every reason to want EJ gone. Rafe's had clashes with him for years. Jada's been circling shady DiMera dealings. Belle? She has her own complicated history. And Paulina? After everything with Chanel, she's no fan of EJ either. This isn't just about who shot EJ, it's about why. Was it a crime of passion? A calculated takedown? Someone acting on orders? Or part of a bigger plan still unfolding? And if Ava was part of that plan, was she its architect? Or just the first domino to fall? Now, let's talk about the other big headline, Tamara Braun's exit. First off, it doesn't feel final. In her own words, Ava's story is ending for now. That's important. In the world of Days, exits like that are often temporary. Especially when the character is tied to a major storyline, like Aled getting shot. Second, the timing. Ava's exit happens right as EJ is gunned down. That's no coincidence. It either makes her look very guilty, or it's a deliberate red herring. A classic soap twist designed to mislead viewers and keep the real culprit in the shadows, at least for now. Finally, Tamara's behind-the-scenes content speaks volumes. The farewell photos, the emotional goodbyes, that kind of backstage energy isn't the vibe of someone walking away for good. It feels more like a pause, not a wrap. So what does her exit really mean? Simple. Ava's story is far from over. Whether she's guilty, innocent, or somewhere in between, one thing's clear, she's not done with Salem. Not even close. So, where do we go from here? The investigation into EJ's shooting is about to rip through Salem like a wildfire. Expect interrogations, alliances to crack, and secrets to come out, some that have nothing to do with the shooting at all. The cops will be looking at everyone, and not all of them will be looking back with clean hands. Ava's exit might feel like the end of her storyline, but let's be real, this smells more like a calculated disappearance than a conclusion. The timing is too perfect, the evidence too convenient, and her behavior too controlled. Watch her final scenes closely. Every glance she gives, every line she says, especially in that moment with the gun, feels loaded. Ava doesn't do anything without intent. And if there's one thing fans know, it's that nothing in Salem is accidental. People leave, but they don't stay gone. Not when there's unfinished business. Not when a bullet is still warm. Right now, we don't have the full picture. But what we do know is this: Ava didn't go quietly. Her silence is calculated, her exit, strategic. And that tells us she's not just a suspect, she's a piece on a larger chessboard. So who's moving the pieces? Who benefits from EJ being silenced? And who's waiting in the wings for the chaos to open a door? Whatever's coming next, it's going to shake things up. Salem doesn't stay quiet for long. Loving this kind of drama? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know your take in the comments. Was Ava framed? Did she pull the trigger and walk away clean? Or is there a whole other player pulling strings from the shadows? We'll be following every twist, every clue, and every betrayal, right here with you. Until next time, this is Salem. Nothing stays buried forever.